Howdy, howdy. Happy Saturday to you. Anybody's here yet, but I'll talk anyway. There is stuff on the screen. There it is. I'm going to chill for a bit. Play some Rising World. Got me a nice diet lemonade Chick-fil-A. Time to chill out. We're going to go deep. I've been starting digging straight down in the mine, so we're going to do that for a bit. See if we can find anything. We didn't want to have to think or react quickly, so no Arma right now. We're just going to chill. Still green screen looking not too bad. It's a little whoa. Ah. Turn off. There you go. All right. Do I have stuff on? I do have stuff on me. Cool. That back in there. We can grab that. And then I also need those on my hotbar. So if you've been following the series or the streams, I did upgrade the mine entrance a little bit. I went and made some of this kind of mossy looking rock and put a nice little double door here. At night, there's a lot of wolves that wander around, so I didn't want wolves wandering into the mine while I'm trying to mine. So made a nice little entrance. And then I went way down in here. Let's just go take a tour real quick. Been doing a bit of mining. Just a bit here and there. And then I decided to go down here. I was looking for coal. I haven't found any coal yet. But I did find some more iron. Right there. I kind of prospected over that direction. Didn't find anything. I'm going to turn on my new mining helmet. And let's see. I prospected that way a little bit. Didn't find anything. Let's head back down again, and I found some iron, so I mined that all out. Then I decided, hey, let's just go straight down. So that's what we're gonna do. We're working on the straight down mine. Then I might kind of branch out occasionally with some prospecting tunnels, but I want to go deep. Also, I didn't want to have to run down there every time I wanted to go down, so I started back here at the entrance. And there we have it. Time to mine down. So I'm basically just making a shaft with a spiral staircase. And let's see, is that going to snap in the right spot? Yeah, it looks like it did. This mining helmet's almost too bright sometimes. It kind of washes everything out. Alright, how are we looking here? That was 4. I like how the building system, it's kind of smart in a lot of ways. Sometimes it just kind of figures out like what you're trying to do. Like if I point down here, it's like, oh, you want to snap to the other block, don't you? Alright, we'll leave that, and then we need our stairs. So we're literally just building a shaft downwards. That's the plan. And I was going to chill here for a bit doing this, so I thought I'd fire up the stream. See if anybody wanted to hang out. Hope your Saturday's going well. It's not too bad. I fixed the toilet. That's some more work to do after I play for a bit. Let's see, you need to actually be 5 back, don't you? There we go. Not that anybody would ever see that, but I would know it was there. Let's go ahead and do 2. That'll work. Have to go back up and get some torches in place. Whee! Went down pretty far, didn't I? Alright, so we need you there. Make sure it was settling into position. This building system is very powerful, so you can put stuff just about anywhere. No, it's not quite picking up. I was just bragging on it. It's not quite picking up what I want to do there, but that's fine. Alright, down to there, and then we're going to need some of these middle pillars. Let's get built down to where we're at here. Middle pillar is purely decorative. I don't think there's any form of structural integrity in this game. Alright, let's turn off our lantern. Whee! Alright, I've been putting them on like alternating landings. Can't quite see. There we go. Beautiful. Am I standing on here? Rock? I guess I was. You kind of lose perspective sometimes in the bright light down here. What's up, gamer? Yeah, exactly. That's what the pillar is there for. Keep me from plunging straight down off of the stairs. Is that Mass Ganja? Mass Ganja Gamer? I'm probably too old to get that reference. Not like a weed reference or something. I'm an old fart. Ta-da! Yeah, I thought that's probably what that was reference to. Oops. Wrong button. So I should check what the coordinates are at the top, because I think if you do debug twice, it puts your coordinates down here. It looks like Y is up down. Oh, it gives you a little compass too. Neat. So we'll go see what the top of this is, and we'll kind of get an idea of how deep we're going. All right, so where was my last torch? Last torch was there. So we need another one here. I do sometimes get stuck on the torches. That's the trade-off of having an extremely tiny mine shaft going down. Alright, so if I'm up here on my main level, we're at 135, basically. Cool. Whee! If it gets too bad, I can always move some of the torches. And then down here, we're at like 4. So we've come down 30 units. I don't know if these are... Would be meters? No, because that would make me like 2.5 meters tall. I'm not sure what the units are. 30 grids or something is how deep we are. Actually, I want that out of the way so I can get my blocks in. Nope. Want you right there. So yeah, just chilling with some video games. I fixed a toilet fill valve earlier this morning. Joys of home ownership. This house is 11 years old. We built it in 2014. And I think that was the last of the 4 toilet fill valves that I had not already replaced. Everything is so garbage anymore. We'll see. I've been replacing them with the good old, like, was it Fluid Master, I think it is? Home Depot is, like, not cheap brand. It's kind of the mid-range brand. And so far those have lasted at least a few years, so we'll see how that goes. Uh-oh. I'm off. Hopefully I'm just off on this row and not the whole thing. Got off-grid. Oh no. I think it's just because it doesn't want to snap here. Yeah, it's just because it didn't want to snap correctly because of the wall. We're good. We're all good. Yeah, everything is cheap. And that was even like, 11 years ago. It wasn't just a COVID thing. It's kind of a general trend. It's just builder grade, stuff. It's not a rich man's house. It's your bog standard subdivision type stuff. And let's see, was it last week or week before? Had a toilet supply line nut crack, the plastic nut. Discovered that was spraying all over the wall. So I fixed that. It's kind of all dried out now. I need to clean that up and recaulk it. I don't think it really did much other than get some of the trim wet. It's not wanting to go in there, is it? So yeah, anyway. That's my weekend. Super exciting stuff. Let's see, that is on 7. There we go. Perfect. I have to put some stairs in soon. I'm getting kind of deep, aren't I? Yep. Alright, let's get some stairs in while we can still hopefully reach up there. There we go. And let's see, there is our torch. So we need a torch over here. I think I need to make these a little higher. I was bumping my head on some of them. I can always move them later if I need to. This mining helmet's a game changer. Like if I turn my helmet light off, you know, this is what I'm used to seeing if you didn't have a torch out. Yeah, the last video I made this mining helmet. And yeah, you just hit L and you can see. What a concept. Quite the process, though. I had to find tungsten for the filament, and then I had to get some sand to make glass. Pretty cool. That was after we had to go to the Arctic to get aluminum to make the modern workbench, so you can make some of these modern conveniences. I just need to make a tunnel boring machine. Come on, go for it. Go for it. No. Sometimes it doesn't want to go out for. That's going to be a pain to find. Yeah, I had to go deep in the cave. Finally found some. I played this game years ago. I haven't played it a ton since they rewrote it. But I've been getting really into it with this latest update. Oh, I'm breaking into my cave. Uh-oh. Breaking into my other mine. Where am I? Is this my... Oh, no, this is a natural cave. Yeah, we broke into a natural cave. This isn't mine. I thought I broke into my own mine. Interesting. Well, we may have to scout this and see where it comes up to the surface then. Cool. Well, that's a development. Where am I on the map here? Yeah, I'm pretty close to my base. I don't remember seeing any cave entrances around my base. So it'd be interesting to see where this pops up. What's up, Talus? You had to fix your water softener? Yeah, those are always fun. Oh, and replace your microwave. And rescreen the patio. Right? Yeah, that's what happens when you own your own house. Oh, it's half a meter. That would make sense. I couldn't remember what the measurement was. Thanks. So I guess we'll come down here and we'll see where this cave goes. I was not expecting to run into a cave, but that works. So we'll kind of block this off. Make it look like we did this on purpose. Then we'll get some stairs down. So where do the stairs here end up? I have to kind of try to make it work. Just end up hitting the wrong arrow key. Actually, that's perfect. Yeah, that works. Works out. I planned this totally. Yeah, yeah, for sure, 100%. Totally meant for this to happen. Well, maybe we'll find some coal or tungsten or something down here in this cave. Come here. I need to get back up here. Can we get a block on Yeah, we can get a block on there. So we'll kind of just build a we'll build a staircase down in here to the cave. Apparently I'm hitting my head. Too tall. Make those steps just so it's easier to get up and down. So I should be able to kind of, yeah, I can just walk up it now. Except for right here where I hit my head. We'll fix that. Am I too tall to fit through here too? I should have used my sledgehammer on that. Oh well. Okay, let's get our torches. We've got a few torches left. I should probably go get more torches to line that cave, but we'll see how it goes. Alright, so you're there, and we need another one here. Then we can put one right here on the where this cave comes through. Yeah, I wasn't thinking to just use my pickaxe on that. Whoops. Yep, we have to move this. It's too much in the way. I wish there was a key to, like, unhand whatever is in your hands. If there is, I've not been able to find that. Okay, this needs to move up. Tired of bumping my head on it. So you need to move up to about here. Maybe? Nope. Still too low. What am I bumping my head on? Maybe it was the torch. I don't know. The others I can seem to walk past. That one, not so much. Alright, let's go explore this cave. And I'm going to grab some more of these guys. I thought I had more in the chest, but I guess I had them all with me, so that's fine. But we will drop off the stone. Might as well eat some watermelon over here. And the dishwasher too? Yeah. We're on our third dishwasher, so all fingers crossed that we actually don't have to replace that. Man, that lemonade is good. All right, down into the abyss. And then on our way down, we will put in the column. All right, I'm going to cheat just a little bit and use the fly mode real quick. Nobody saw that. Okay, let's pull out yield map. So that kind of goes that way. I'm wondering if it kind of looks like it's trending upwards in this direction. So let's head off to the southwest. And we'll see. See if we can figure out where this goes. I'm going to put a few torches down here and there. Oops. Well, that was a short journey, folks. Yeah, it doesn't go anywhere. All right. Let's try the other direction. That was the most anticlimactic cave journey of all time. Hey, there's some iron. Nice. Let's drop a torch over here for that. Why do I keep hitting space? That's not the button. Not the button at all. Oh, we got even more iron. Okay. Guess we got a good bit of iron down here. Yeah, lots of iron in this cave. The shadows sometimes make me think it is coal. I'm going to put a torch here. I need to make some signs too for when we're spelunking down in here. Yeah, I should have taken a left turn at Albuquerque. Septac. Oh, almost walked right past that. Is that coal? Sure is. Nice. I thought that was just a shadow at first. I assume we need coal for something. If nothing else, it should burn longer than wood. Cool. It was only 22 coal, but that's something. Yeah, I got old Bugs Bunny. I grew up watching that stuff. More iron. I've got a decent amount of iron, so we have the floating rocks of whatever. Can't quite make it up. We're gonna have to do some terraforming. Something went a little funny with the math here, it looks like. Alright, it's been a little while since we put down a torch, so let's put one of those down. Yeah, I'll be 50 in January, so I'm an old fart. And I'm pretty chill, so that type of gameplay tends to attract an older audience. I'm not constantly yelling and screaming. It goes down there. I think we can make signs, right? Did I see that somewhere? Yeah. I need to craft some of those up. Just take some lumber. Now I could put signs down here in the mine. Okay, it looks like we've reached the end. So maybe there's caves that don't go to the surface? I thought all caves intersected the surface, but it doesn't look like that's the case. This appears just to be a subterranean cave. Alright, we know we need to go that way, so I'm going to go down in here. More coal. Almost missed that. It's pretty subtle. Going down, down, down. The flames went higher. Ooh, more iron. Iron is not in short supply. I'd like to find something besides iron. No Roblox. No. Ooh, crap. Didn't mean to fall down in here. I'm gonna get lost now. Which way was out? Even more iron. Yeah, you could really get lost down here. So I think we came out of there. I think. Possibly. You reach that? There we go. Yeah, that's cool. I just assumed they all intersected the surface. Oh, yeah, this is getting crazy. I saw a light down there, but it's just a reflection of my light. So hopefully we can find our way back out. This dead ends here. That's where we came from. I probably walked past a lot of coal because it's pretty subtle. Is this out of ore? No, we've got plenty of ore. See, it's right there. No, this is Rising World. What's up, Edgar Edge? Definitely not out of iron ore. It's everywhere. And then this goes back up. Does it go anywhere? Goes to some coal. Yeah, I was following the rule of left until I got down here into this mess, so I could find my way back out. Always go left when you reach a branch. I was using that old mining trick. Cool. So we're up to we got 77 coal. It's not a bad trip. So we got 8 torches left. Just rock? Yeah, that's just rock. So I'll grab this since it's right here, but I've got more iron than I'll ever need, even up on the surface. Okay, I think we've explored this branch. I'm gonna burn up all my stamina now getting out of here. Yeah, man. Spam that space bar. Yeah, that's cool. It goes pretty deep down in here. Alright, where did we park, chat? Up there? Alright, this is all explored, so... see if we can get out of here. Oh, there's some more coal there. Right by that iron. Completely missed it. It likes to hide. Very subtle. My crazy climbing skills. Alright, we need to get back up there. I think we explore down here? I've forgotten now where we've explored and where we haven't. I think I went down in here and this was a dead end, right? Yeah, this was the dead end. I can see my light up there. So nothing back in here. We need to get up there somehow. So I'm gonna have to kind of just carve my way up. Jump. Here we go. And I'm going to take my torches as we go. Hopefully this mining helmet doesn't like run out of battery. I don't think there's any power consumption to it. Do I have a regular torch on me? I don't. I've got a flashlight though. Worst comes to worst, we use our flashlight. I'm pretty sure this head torch I've got on, oops, is just a light. I don't think it takes any power or anything. Okay, well, if we ever get short on iron, we can come back down here. We've got tons and tons of iron. I was hoping we'd run across some tungsten. I gotta let my stamina rebuild. See, like that looks like tungsten, because tungsten's brown, but it's just shadows. Very deceptive. Well, cool. That was a nice little distraction from our digging project. Did we go that way? No, we just went left, so we need to go this way now. Oh, I didn't want to fall down here. Is there a graphics option that would make the shadows better? Everything like cranked to the max, I think. Yeah, it's on very high. That's as far as it goes. Let's see. Shadows on. Quality is high. Yeah, I don't think we can turn anything up. All right, fair enough. Oh, it does go to the surface. This branch goes to the surface. I see stars. Heck was that? Yeah, interesting. So we'll mark this way because this goes to the surface. And I can see my house over there. I can see my house from here. Yeah, I had not noticed this cave entrance over here. But you can see a little glow over there. I don't know if it shows up on YouTube. That's my house. Zoom, zoom, zoom. We will say... cave. There we go. Why do I keep hitting space? I don't... brain? I don't understand you sometimes. Keep hitting space to play stuff. Oh, because that's what you do in Arma when you're placing things. I was playing Arma yesterday. Alright, that is the way out to the surface. Very cool. And then that goes to our mine shaft that we were sinking and when we ran into this cave system. I got plenty of stairs. Let's just go ahead and make this like a stairway. Up to there. That'll work. Yeah, I need to make some signs to come down here. I can have a sign saying surface and mine shaft, all that good stuff. Woo! Right, so let's put a torch down. And we'll follow the rule of left here. More iron. Got plenty of iron. Yeah, it makes it easier to get up that slope, and it also designates it's an important way to go. Interesting. That goes almost straight up. How deep are we, by the way? We are down at -3. Were we at like 135 or something at our mine entrance? So that's pretty far down. Howdy, howdy. Is that Beton? I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but welcome. And we'll follow the rule of left here. I don't think this goes very far. Nope. Just a little bit of iron. How much iron did I pick up? Yeah, I already picked up like 131 iron. We have tons and tons of iron. I'd like to find some more tungsten. We may have to go deeper. Although we are pretty deep right now. There's some more coal. If you're just tuning in, I have sunk a mine shaft and we ran into a natural cave, so I've been exploring the cave. And then we'll probably get back to working on the shaft that goes down eventually. Just kind of chilling here for a little bit on a Saturday before I have to get back to doing more adulting. Got some baseboard to clean up and recalking and to do in the bathroom. All that fun stuff. This keeps going down. Fresh watermelon. Very tasty. What else have I got to eat? Some dirt? No, we can't eat that. Got some carrots. Those are good for restoring health. So we'll hang on to those. And then this starts going back up, it looks like. Does it go anywhere? Just go up a ways and stop. It looks like he keeps going. Nope, it stops. And one of them, there are spiders. Found a big furry spider in one cave. Pretty sure I hear something right now. Some of these caves do have giant spiders, so if you're arachnophobic, heads up. Thought I heard one skittering around, but there's, I don't know if there's another cavern close by. I don't see anywhere up here that he could be. Alright, so that pretty much played out. I keep forgetting I've got the climbing rope now. I keep forgetting I had made that. Left mouse throw. Yeah, I totally forgot I had this. I just made it. So that's handy for caves. Alright, let's go this direction and see what we can find. And if we do meet Mr. Spider, I got just the thing for Mr. Spider. Yeah, I've had that climbing rope the whole time. I totally forgot about it. Maybe that's just rocks sliding. Oh, here we go. Tungsten. Finally. It's pretty subtle as well, but it sticks out a little more than the coal does. That's what we were looking for, so mission success. Oh, I have no idea where we're at right now. We're a long ways from where we were building that mine shaft. Yeah, so the mine shaft is, let's see, there's my house. Mine shaft is around here. So we're a little far away from where we started. Good fun though. Yeah, I need to make some of the newer tools. I don't think I'm quite there yet. I need to check the tech tree. I'm kind of just past the point where you make the modern workbench. I've just kind of got to that point. Alright, we need to throw a torch up here, and that's my last torch, at least on my hotbar. I've got 3 more. I don't think that goes anywhere. And there's all kinds of iron down here, but we don't really need iron. Iron is very abundant. At least on the default settings. Yeah, that's iron, right? Yep. Yeah, I think gold's in the Arctic. I need to go back there. I just had the leather armor, which has some insulation, but I've got all the like fur stuff now, so I need to go back to the Arctic at some point. It was pretty hard to explore the Arctic because I was freezing to death all the time. That was a fun stream though. I don't remember if that was last stream. I've streamed this a couple times lately, and I've been making some videos here and there. All right, so that doesn't go anywhere else, so we can use our grappling hook. Well, it stuck on something. Stuck on that. Let's throw it into the dark and hope for the best. Oh, there's more tungsten. Holy cow, we were getting way back in this cave. Oh, gold is in the desert? I thought somebody told me it was in the Arctic. My bad. Yeah, I already went to the Arctic and we got a bunch of aluminum. Just kind of, I landed on a beach that was like covered in aluminum boulders, which was nice. And we avoided the polar bear. I kept having to build fires and then mine real quick and then run over and build another fire. Mine real quick. It was pretty bad. Now that I've got the fur stuff, I need to go back to the Arctic at some point, get some more aluminum. And we also need to venture down south to the desert to get some gold. It's a very chill game. I'm not in any hurry. I just fire this up once in a while when I want to chill. Nice. How much tungsten we got now? 108. Cool. Yep, we got into some iron there. We don't really need iron. Alright, we'll follow the left-hand rule. Go check this direction. See, how deep are we now? Yeah, we're down to like negative 146. Wow. Yeah, I've never been that deep in this game. That should be pretty interesting. There's some coal hiding over here on the wall. So it's been a successful run. I came down deep to find coal and more tungsten. I found both of those, so mission accomplished. Now, will I be able to find my way out of here ever? That's the next question. We were way down in here. Twists and turns and... Oh, it doesn't actually go anywhere, so that's fine. Okay, let's go up at first. Oh no! That didn't work. Okay, I guess we'll go down. Oh, there's the spider. Back here, you. Okay, I do have my bow on me. Where'd you go? Oh! Forgot how to use the bow. Play too many games. That's right, I don't think you can loot these. Why is my heart beating so hard? That bad? Is it just because the spider was nearby? Got yourself a main base, and then you got a cabin. Oh, you got like a dome style in the desert? Nice. And by hi, Man Meets Games. I guess I didn't say that earlier. I've been kind of distracted. Thanks for the tips. Okay, let's try to go up again. Although there is quite a bit of coal down here, which is cool. I have been to the Arctic. I have not been to the desert yet. Is this rock? I guess it was. It just looked kind of different. Be kind of careful where you throw that. We came out of there, right? And I was going to go here, and then we fell the other direction. I was trying to go up in there, and that didn't work out. Ta-da! This thing is super handy. I'm glad I built that. Sure this actually goes anywhere. Pretty narrow back in here. It doesn't toggle crouch. Got it. This is going back up. Oh man, I'm gonna get so lost. Oh, that's my last torch. I have to make my way back to the mine shaft. Look, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 different ways here. Yeah, I saw the grapple gun on the thing. I just built this one though. I think maybe I needed something else for the grapple. Oh no, I just need. That's right. I didn't want to waste the tungsten on it because I didn't have a bunch of tungsten yet. Are you kidding me? Cave just keeps going. I think that's just iron. Yep. Not too far from my base, there's a giant boulder field that's like almost all iron. I haven't even mined that yet, and I've already got more iron than I need. So that's why I'm not mining any of this iron down here in the cave. This goes to the surface. I may just go back to my mine shaft and keep digging. Yeah, we're back up to level 8. Oops. I think my mine entrance was at 135, if I remember right. Oh wow, that went really far. You can kind of jump and work with the grapple, which is cool. More coal. Almost didn't see that. Yeah, I'm trying to remember what all it had before they rebuilt it in the new engine. I used to watch Radio Man 03 play this back in the day. He would build like entire villages and stuff. I think, aren't we pretty much on parity with the old version by now? Get out of my stone prison. I have no idea where I'm at. I'm gonna get lost. May just have to head for the surface, note for the bust. I will eventually run out of food. I've got quite a bit with me. But take a little sip from my canteen here. We need to start working our way back. Wherever that was. I am so turned around now. I'm completely lost. I've gotten all turned around with all the twists and turns and branches. I can run around in here and... Oh, no, I already went that way. Run around here and hope I run across a torch. Yeah, I thought there was structural integrity in the old one, but I don't remember for sure. That's been a lot of years ago. More coal. Well, if we die down here, we're going to have plenty of coal on us, at least. So many twists and turns. Oh, I see a torch. We're saved. Okay. Let's start heading back towards the mine shaft. I think I'll take these back as we go. If I come back down here and again, we can lay out more torches to lead our way back. Exactly, man meets games. This all started with me. I'm getting close to my base now, so that's good. So I have a mine like here below my base. I was sinking a mine shaft to go deep to look for coal and stuff. And then I hit this natural cave system and I started exploring the natural cave system. I've been like clear over here in this cave system. It's ginormous under my base. I can get distracted pretty easily in games. Come on, up over the rock. There you go. Luckily I had the mining helmet. That makes this so much easier. That's right, this is the one I think that like dipped down. All that, it lands right there. It's a cool game, though. It's got the super detailed building. It's got some nice progression. It's got sailboats. What's not to love? Alright, and then we need to get back up here. Does this use stamina? No, this doesn't use stamina. Alright, cool. You can use a lot of stamina run jumping up out of caves. Ask me how I know. So there's ice blocks in the Arctic, and they can hold chests. Oh, cool. Three years later, Kerbo emerges from his cave. A 2-foot beard. See a torch in the distance. Pull! Pretty sure we came from there. I don't know why else I would have put a torch here. No, that ain't gonna work. You can break bones with the grapple hook. Nice. Yeah, I forgot there was fall damage. I jumped my horse off something really tall and almost died. Because the fall damage is pretty forgiving in this game. Oh crap! This was the dead end. I went up the wrong place. Where was I supposed to go? Let's go down, I guess. Ruh-roh. Versus where I just came up. Should have been paying more attention. I didn't even look at my compass or anything. Yeah, I think that's where I went and explored. Let's look up here. Surely up's the right way to go. Yep, that's a dead end too. Oh, speaking of fall damage. Carrots give you a little bit of health back. So. And we needed to eat anyway. Okay, so now what? This the way I came from? It's not good. Oh, that's also a dead end. How many dead ends here? Was there just the one way up here? I've gotten complete. No, okay. We didn't go up the right one before. I see a torch. We're good. You haven't found carrots? Yeah, they're everywhere in the, just like in the starter biome, just look for forests where there's like little shrubs and stuff, lots of trees. Carrots are everywhere in there. They're easy to find. At least they were for me with the forest. Been 84 years. We're slowly getting back. Here's the steps we made to make it easier to get back to the mine entrance. Go ahead and put that in there. All right, I'm gonna leave these torches here to get out to that spot, and then we can explore from there. So we should be fairly close to the mine entrance, the mine shaft I was building. Yep. All right, cool. So that's the mine shaft I was building. That's what started this whole adventure. Let's go ahead and make a staircase down to here as well. Just make it a little easier to navigate. We'll have some blocks. Cross like that. Okay, so yeah, I was digging a mine shaft down, and we ran into this cave, and that's kind of what happened. So I'm thinking I might want to go get some more food. Up we go. Occasionally getting stuck on the torch. I don't even know what time it is. What day is it? Oops. It is dark o'clock. 9 something. Is that in the AM or the PM? Must be AM. I think I see some sun over there, maybe. Okay. Well, it's nice to be out of the cave for a change. Let's go ahead and put our stuff away. Put that in there. In fact, I might go work on a horse stable or something. Just for something different, because I've been mining so long. That was a long trip. Oh, I had bread too. I didn't even see the bread. Whoops. So we were plenty good on food. But yeah, that was a fun little adventure. Let's put that stuff there. We're gonna take some stone to work on the horse stable. But my horsey just sits out in the rain. Kind of feel bad for him. Yeah, you can resize the blocks. You can do it if you hit F1. F1 or F2? That's weird. Why didn't that work? I thought it was F1 to show the help. Oh, I'm in the wrong. That's weird. Anyway, yeah, there's all kinds of stuff you can do with the blocks. Hey, horsey. Don't you worry. We're going to get you a horse stable built. So I've done that on some things like these planks on my smithy. So those are wood blocks, but you can make them different sizes and shapes and whatnot. Let's get some tungsten going. All the thunderstorm roars behind us. And how much fuel we got in here? 5%? That's not going to be enough. Take it up to 20 some odd. That should be plenty. Yeah, I accidentally hit F2 and then I zipped up the hill. All right, nice. I don't know. Oh no, that's the stone. I don't know for sure where we're gonna need the coal. We'll stick it out here for now. So this is my base. If you haven't seen any of my videos or streams, I just built this smithy pretty recently. Is that lit? It is lit. Okay, I couldn't remember if that was lit or not. All right, we'll let that tungsten bake up, and I do want to make a horse stable. I can't decide if I want to build like a little one here or if I want to build a bigger one. We probably ought to work on chopping some trees though. Yeah, it's all good, man. Meese Games. It's all good. You don't know what I know or don't know. So I did that for the roof as well. This is supposed to be a thatch roof. Kind of looks like thatch. I'll give you a little tour here. I've got a couple apple trees. Here's my garden. I've got so much food. I just kind of let this sit here until I might need more. Got a little bit of everything growing, including some carrots. And I've got so many dang trees. I need to get rid of a bunch of trees. Also need a bunch of wood. So we're going to chop wood for a little bit. And then we might get started on a horse stable. That's something I've been meaning to build for a bit. I need a chainsaw. I know there's more modern stuff. I don't know if there's a chainsaw or not. I still got some tech to unlock. Yeah, now you can lead the animals in. I want to get some sheep going as well. But I want to get this birch down. This birch I just planted. I just spammed it down for wood. A lot of these trees I'm going to leave to have a little forest there, but I need to kind of thin that out. And I want to get some sheep in a pen eventually. The only animals I have right now is chickens. And I don't remember if you can cook anything with the eggs or not. They do lay eggs. That was an experiment even before the 0.9 update came out to see if they would in fact stay in there. And they do. What's up, Major Floss? Howdy, howdy. This is the Brown Fedora Club. That's a reference to what I call the lodge. Like my waiting screen. So this is the Brown Fedora Club. Where's my button? There it is. We got some new folks in here, so we'll show off the base a little bit. This is the kitchen area. I've got a clock and a calendar. I took the calendar from one of the hunting stands in the new update, and it does work. Changes each day. And this is basically cooked food and uncooked food. I was going to top my carrots back off. And we'll put our eggs in here. Now, the different kinds of eggs don't stack. What do you think, Horsey? Do you want a big stable or a little stable? You don't care? All right. You got Chef McCluck. Nice. All right, let's chop some more of these trees. Need to get rid of my meme birch forest here. May just leave these saplings out here and see if they disappear. Timber! I'll keep the forest spruce. The birch I don't care about. 40 bajillion birch trees. I'm just spamming F, by the way. That's the pickup key. Oh, so many sapling birches. Actually, I think those can be use those to craft the emergency shelter, don't you? So I'll keep those in the chest somewhere. I might need to have a bunch of the little shelters at some point. That would be handy to have those. We'll pick them up. Alright, let's chop a little more and then we'll get started on a horse stable. How many do I have? I've got like 60 birch. 27 of those. Nice. You spam F as the pieces are falling. You can kind of just pick them up out of the air. I regret planting this many birch trees. It seemed like a good idea at the time. I got tired of running out of wood. It can take a lot to do the big builds. Alright, let's see if we can get started. Where do I want to build the stable? These melted? They are. Alright, so we'll turn that off. Kind of thinking maybe having it here, facing the house, and then button out towards the mine. So let's get our rake down here. Yeah, I've got a couple apple trees out there by the garden. So we always have apples. Let's see. Smooth soil, raise lower. I think it raises it to your level, right? I remember how this works. Yeah, it raises up to my level. Let's get a little more of this smoothed out. It'll smooth it to whatever level you're on. You can either raise or lower the ground. Whoa, crap. That was close, horsey. Yeah, that was close. Yeah, I'm drinking your water. Don't worry about it. I know, I'm trying to build you a stable. Here, let's get you over in the smithy so you're at least out of the weather. Can I ride under here? I cannot. Alright, fair enough. Can I lead you under here? Let's try that. Get in here. There you go. Cool. I like that new mechanic. That's handy. Do I want a view when I exit my front door, Satchmo? I mean, that's a fair point. I don't know. I'm usually leaving my house to go somewhere. That is a fair point, though. Maybe I don't want to build it right here. Maybe I want to move this stuff and have the stable over there. I'm just kind of spitballing. Just kind of smoothed up a little bit. Maybe we could build something more scenic here. Have some benches and stuff to look out over the ocean. That's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea, Satchmo. Maybe I should just get rid of all... I don't really use this stuff that much. All I really need is the tanning rack somewhere. To move this off over there. Alternatively, could build the stable over here. It's kind of flat-ish, but I also want a sheep pen back in here somewhere. So it might get a little crowded. I'm going to multitask here. Let's get the tungsten out. Let's get a batch of iron going. We all have plenty of ingots if I want to craft something. You can just hold down right click and it'll put stuff down. That's what I was doing there. Alright, how are we doing on fuel? Not bad. We'll get you back up to about 20-ish%. Get that cooking. So I could use my coal now since I've got it, but I might need that for something else. I'm not sure. So yeah, maybe we'll move this stuff. Have fried Kerbo for dinner. Yeah, I know you can get struck by lightning. That was close. I don't know where that hit, but it actually made my character jump. That wasn't me jumping, moving the mouse. That was in game. Like, whoa. That's where I was putting my birch saplings. All right, let's move all this stuff. How's my inventory? I should have enough room. Will sound like a tornado coming or something. I live in the Midwest. Like, I know that sound. Let's get out of here. Let me go ahead and refill my canteen while we have this water here. Do we need to build a lightning rod, like Vintage Story? How full are we getting? We still got some spaces left. Bacon. Holy crap! Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I didn't want to use it up on that when we can use it for crafting other stuff. And I haven't ran across sulfur yet. So I'm not sure where that's at. We need to find out. I don't know that it... Does it lift that in here? Oh, it does. I didn't think it used to have all this in here. Maybe it did and I just never knew it. Sulfur looks a bit like gold, but has a rougher surface and is not shiny. Currently, it's only found in the deepest caves, the ones which are filled with water. Oh. Interesting. So we have to go really deep for that. Okay. And then gold is only found on arid islands. Gotcha. Mainly in deeper caves. Yep, that's where I've been finding it. Cool. Well, it's only found underground. Oh, dang. I'm gonna die trying to build a stable. Yeah, it's kind of what I was thinking. You know, sulfur, 666, makes sense. Let me grab the grass and offload some of this stuff as well. What can I put in here? This is kind of my furnishings type area. Chests and whatnot. I don't think I have anything I need to put in there. It's all my clothes. What's up, Brian? You just finished watching the video? Yeah, we went down in the cave and had some grand adventures. Spent over an hour down in the in the mines. What am I doing? I need to put some... No, I need to go in this room. Now we're going to get started on a horse stable. That's the plan right now. That in there. I'm not sure what to do with the dirt. I've got dirt somewhere else. I did have one coal in here. Campfire. Let's get that put in here. That one's full now. It's the bacon I can put up. We don't need the bacon on this at the moment. Still swear I hear about the tornado out there. See anything here that I necessarily want to get rid of? Well, these, I don't think these I can really do much with. Other than decoration. I don't remember if... Some of these work as tent tents and some don't. I don't remember for sure. We'll have to look and see what works as what. Oh, let's get our fedora back on. Now that we're not underground. And it probably wouldn't hurt to throw my leather armor on. In case a wolf or something shows up. Naturally it's storming because I want to do something outside. It's like the iron is melted, so we'll turn that off. What do you think, horsey? Yeah, Man Meets Games. It's one of those... It just has kind of endless possibilities. It's not a good game for people that want like goals and achievements and stuff. If you want to just use your imagination, it's great for that. So I think Satchmo had a good idea. We do want a view when we come out the front door. So I'm going to go ahead and extend the sidewalk a bit. We're going to get rid of this water trough. Let's move that over by the smithy for now. And it can go ahead and fill back up with water. And I need to grab the... I've got some grass in here somewhere. There it is. Grab the grass. And then... Do I have that flagstone? I think that's what I was building. Yeah, that's what I was building the sidewalk out of. We'll have this go out, and we'll have some kind of like, I don't know, seating area or something out here. That'll be that sorted out. I've got one of you. Oh, F1 only works when you have a block in your hand. So if you have a block in your hand, you can hit F1. It gives you all the keys for doing all the things. It's very extensive. Then I never can remember. There we go. Then I need to change the shape on this block. Change shape. I want to make it that one. Okay. Been enjoying the videos? Nice. Yeah, it's a really fun game. My problem is I like too many games. So I kind of like the flow. That's what I've been doing with the sidewalks. And we'll have something out here, like a patio with some benches or something. And then over here we'll have... I think we'll make the horse stable over there, kind of by the smithy area. But what we can do... Get rid of the grass that's like right next to the sidewalk. And then you can actually replant this. And then I want to see if there's something I can do with like gravel accents or something. I'm gonna do something close to the sidewalk. I haven't figured out what yet. We can just place this grass back down so it looks, so it's not just a muddy field. Whee. All right, let's get a foundation going. What time is it? Still after noon, so it's 2 o'clock. Hopefully it won't be storming tomorrow. So what do we want for foundation for the stable? I kind of like the block and brick motif I had going for the smithy. So we might want some brick. $5,000 hours. Yeah, you might like it a little bit. Just a little bit. And I kind of lost my train of thought here. Let's get that. I want to make like a wood floor, possibly some fencing. We're not going to finish the stable today. It's going to take a lot of work. But let's get some stuff laid out, kind of get a basic idea of what I'm thinking. We'll just start spitballing some stuff. Hopefully not get struck by lightning. I think... No, this is my spawn. Okay, cool. I couldn't remember if I had reset my spawn since I got back from the Arctic. It looks like I did, so that's good. Alright, I'm getting distracted by all the things. Let me put this down. Does this let you... Oh, this does let you sleep, so I can use these on my journeys. Okay, so I will keep those. Oops, crap. That's not what I wanted to do. Stop! Let me pick it up. So I should take those with me when I travel, and I can use them for little spawn points. I need another chest. Alright, let's grab one of these. We're gonna put some tents in it. Oh, that's ugly. We'll put that upstairs. Got these out of some shipwrecks, can you tell? There we go. We'll put those up there. Slowly getting organized here in the house. Oh, and I made an electric light kind of as a experiment. And these are cool. You can set like the color and the brightness and all kinds of stuff. So I turned the brightness way down. Just pretend like we have an electricity generator somewhere. Would you really seriously stop storming? Alright, let's start spitballing. Where do I want a stable? I'm not sure. And I don't think it needs to be very big. What if we did like an 11? Well, let's do even number. We'll have a double door. So that was 12. So if we come out here... 11, that would be 12. Let's make a 12 by 12. That should be plenty big, right? I'm gonna have him come back in here and like turn around. Raise that up a little bit. Turned it a bit blue. Yeah, it is pretty blinding white. How many different animals does the game offer? I mean, I'm just building a stable for aesthetic reasons. So you don't need a stable, but There are, off the top of my head, actually, does it list it in the journal? No, I don't think it does. There's horses, cows, pigs, sheep, chickens, wolves. I'm sure I'm missing some others. There's all your usual animals, and then I've got like the fanciful stuff turned off. Yeah, Vintage Story is awesome. I've played a lot of that too. So I want kind of a. I was thinking I wanted a wood floor on the stable. I think that's a little too bright. I want something that looks like planks, maybe. What's this guy look like? That's not too bad. Let's do like a plank floor, though. No pack mules? No, I don't think so. I have saddlebags on my horse, so he's kind of a pack mule. Speaking of, did I ever empty the saddlebags out when I came back from my trip? I don't think you can even name the horse. Yeah, you can't name your horses, unfortunately. I did not. I still have 2 watermelons on my horse. So we'll keep those on there for travel. Anywho, let's go make some wood planks for the flooring. We're going to need, what, 121 of those? If it's an 11... or no, it'd be 100, because inside it'd be a 10 by 10 inside. So I need 100 of those. How many blocks does that take? Do-do-do-do. So we have all kinds of patterns we can put on the wood. So what says rugged stable floor to me? Kind of like in 156. That might be good for like some walls. Or we want something that's kind of continuous. Yeah, there's other biomes that have other... Like there was the polar bear and Arctic wolves up in the Arctic. I assume there's stuff in the desert. I haven't been there. That's more of a log cabin vibe. Builded Funky, welcome. Yeah, let's try this. Let's make like 10 of those. And if you haven't seen this before, then you can pick the shape of the block. And once your block is made, the texture is set, but you can change the shape. We're just going to do regular blocks. Oh, thank goodness. I think it's finally clearing up. That would have been perfect if that just struck me dead right there. I don't think I would have even been mad. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Although I want it to go the other way, I think. If you use the sledgehammer, it picks the block back up rather than destroying it. So I want to rotate like that. That didn't work. Time to hit the F1 menu. There's a way to rotate the texture. I thought if you just rotated the block, it would rotate it. Apparently not. Alright, block in hand, F1. Rotates the elements. Yeah. If surface only does this upper side. I know you can resize it. I thought there was a way to flip the texture. Maybe not. I don't know if it's based on where you're standing or... I don't think it's based on the way you're standing. Oh, texture alignment is default. How do I change that? It's on the C menu, maybe? There's so many options. Advanced. Okay, I'm not sure what that does, but interesting. Well, I'm pretty sure I fought this when I was making the roof on my house. And I figured out how to rotate the texture. But I don't know now, so I guess we'll just place it down. Oh well. Alright, I only made 10 of them. So I guess we'll have the blocks go that way. Alright, 156. We made 10. We need to make 90 more. Right? I did make 10 if I selected. Yeah, okay. Some of the things craft more than one for this number, so I was just making sure. I'm going to need 54. Am I out of wood? Oh, it uses lumber, not the raw wood, right. Yeah, I'm sure there's a way to rotate the texture. I don't remember how to do it right now, so we'll just move on. There we go. Gonna do some cooking. All right, thanks for hanging out, Man Meets Games. I will be probably about a half hour. I'm gonna be doing that myself. Get off here and take a look at Dinor. All right, Horsey, let's get you out of there. I want to see how you fit in the stable. Kind of tempted to see what would happen if I got on him underneath here, but it might be bad, Horsey. It might be bad. Here, you need to come with me. Just come over here. You not think you'll fit through there? All right. What over here? Mario. Yeah, he's stuck in there now. Awesome. You can get out. You walked in there. I know you can get out. I believe in you. Okay, fine. We'll do the experiment. What happens if I hop on you underneath here? I'm just in the building. Become one with the smithy. Okay, well I got him most of the way out. Now can I pull him out with a rope? Yeah, there we go. Not my first rodeo. Well, that's a lot smaller than I thought now that I'm sitting here on the horse. So I kind of wanted the door to be one side. The idea we'd come in and we'd have room to... I guess we got room to turn around. Sort of. And then it'll just be kind of an open air thing with a roof on it. With a gate. What I'm thinking. So I believe that will work. So I want to do something a little different from the smithy, and I might use the brick. I typically don't have like a grand plan in mind when I'm doing this. I kind of just spitball it. Do-do-do-do. I know nobody's ever going to see that block, but I know it's there. And then maybe come up with a post from here. Oh, no, I need, there's a toggle for where it snaps. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Comma and period, it looks like. All right, so if we go to that mode and then comma period? No? There's a way to tell it to snap to a different, I don't want manual positioning, because that will, or maybe I do want manual positioning. No. Oh, maybe I need to change the grid size. Maybe that's what's going on. No. Dadgummit. I have to fight this. I don't play it enough to remember all the tips and tricks. If the grid is active, this changes the grid size. Yeah, I could manually position it by, I think if I lowered the grid size and then did, oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. Shift? Nope. That's rotating it. That's not what I want. Yeah, I did enter. Oh, there we go. Got it. Now, how did I do that? Okay, so that's normal snap mode. Okay, so I can do it in normal snap mode. I just need to resize the grid. That's what I needed to do. Got it. We're good. Yeah, I think I want that to be different shape though. Do-do-do-do-do. It does have a very, very powerful building system, which is pretty cool. You don't have to do like all blocks. So I'm going to do something different here in this corner. I need to, actually I've got a workbench right over here. I keep forgetting. I can just use this workbench. So I want to say, I don't remember how to specify the number to split. Maybe you can't. I don't want to change shape on all of those. Only some of them. Okay, change shape. I want you to be a arc inverse. There we go. Then I want 4 of you. Yeah, you can expand and reshape and resize. You can do all kinds of stuff. Change shape on you. I want you to also be arc inverse. Do-do-do-do. Oh, that's not quite what I wanted. That's close to what I wanted. Maybe I should do it this way instead. And then I think there's a way to... That's weird. I'll have to figure out how to fill that in. I think I can make a little piece and like manually put it in place. So I could also make a brick cylinder and make that bigger to this shape. I think that stretches the texture, then you'd have to like mess with the texture size. There's a lot of different ways to do it. I'm not sure if I like that. That's kind of what I had in my head. But now that I've made it, I don't really like it. All right, new plan. Let's put that back. And then I'm going to use, I think I'll use these guys on the corners. For something different. Then we have these guys on the corners, except I'm going to resize them. And yeah, I think 0.5 would probably be good. And then if I change the grid size, something like that maybe. Then we'll have like some fencing between these posts. Probably some smaller posts out here. Oh, I didn't think about it needing to be so tall that I can ride under it. Let's make these corners rounded just for something different, you know? I don't think we have anything as far as a gate goes. I think all we have is doors. I don't know that you can resize these. What I'd like to have is like a gate, like some fencing and a gate. I don't think we can do that. What did I use for the mine? Was it? Wasn't that? Was it? Yeah, it surely must have been that. Go look real quick. Is that the primitive door? It looks different than the preview. It is the primitive door. Okay. Fair enough. There we go. Got that line back up. Yeah, you can resize them. I wasn't sure what it'd look like. It looked more like a log door, but I like the look of the mine. So we use the same door as we used on the mines. And we'll see if we can make it into like a stable gate that looks somewhat decent. All right, let's get this stuff. I'm going to need some more of these cylinders. That is 153. I don't think I have any more 153. Full door 1 looks good unstable. All right, Birchie, we might take a look at that. Old door 1. Okay. Let's see. Let me check in here. That was 153. I don't have any other 153s. We need some more of that for sure for the all the various barn shapes. Let's make like 40 of those. 60. And then, oh, let's make the old door while we're here. Furnishings. We'll try this guy. Need some iron sheet. Used a door half size, then blur printed to make a gate. It worked out all right. Not sure what you mean by blur printed. All right, so, okay, that remembered its shape, so. What's up, Jay? No, we found some sand. That was actually in today's video. Oh, blueprinted. I gotcha. Good old spell check. Like blur printed. What the hell is he talking about? Okay, so we want a gate over here. And the rest is going to be fencing. So if I did my door, oh, it actually shows you where it's going to swing. That's nice. Is that open or closed? Yeah, that's what I thought. I put it in there backwards. I want the mirror. How do I mirror again? There we go. I found it in my area, Jay. Just went along the beaches till I found some sand. So let's bring the grid down even smaller. And I think I want it kind of right off that post. I want enough for a little bit of like some beam detail or something in there. Let's put that there. We're gonna get the other one. Flip it that way. Yeah, Satchmo, I'm gonna have to make the roof kind of tall. That's not the final height. I want to be able to ride in there. I think. I don't know. We'll see how it works out. Okay, and then over here we're gonna need that again. We had basically one space, so that works out. Oop. Let's just F2 fly. That'll work. Just F2 and you get into a fly mode. It can be handy sometimes. So how many spaces is that? Okay, that's perfect. That actually is pretty much perfect. It's not quite uncenter, but that is fine. Although, if I made it perfectly centered. So that would be centered. Then I can move the doors down a little bit. That's probably aesthetically a lot more pleasing. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I don't want to ride in there. Maybe I would just lead him in. Otherwise, it's going to be a really, really tall stable. Love the doors texture. Yeah, they've got some really nice assets in this game. I don't know if they're just like store assets or if they made them themselves. Don't know how that works. Okay, then that's one gap, and we can fill that in with... I want to make like a board or something to put in there. Probably with a different wood texture for some contrast. Alright, let's see how tall we are riding in here. I feel like I'm going to be pretty... Yeah, I'd have to make this such a tall building. So I wonder, what if I made it a peaked roof this way? I don't know, we'll see. When I get around to building the roof, we'll see. That's close to what I want, though. Alright, so then this guy is going to be... here, right? We have 2, 3, 4, 5. So then this guy needs to be right there in the middle. Two, 3, 4, 5. So that is the middle. And I think if we have boards between these, it's going to be look too long. Sorry, I had a cough. I'm rethinking this. I think I want these for the corner posts for sure. What I'm thinking is doing smaller posts, more smaller posts in the middle here. I think that's the play. Again, I'm just spitballing this as I go. Mastermind might be a strong word. All right, so we have 10 spaces. So we could do something like that. If we booted over 2, we need some better math here. This is where the unfortunate use of a even number comes into play. If I put that one in the middle, it would kind of be what I wanted. Let's do a 0.3 on this size. Must be even, must be symmetrical, right? Middle spacing for a window. Well, I was going to have this just be a fence, and then it's got a roof. It's not going to be a closed-in building. Alright, I think we can make that work. Something like that. Then we'll have one of these in the middle. Here, it's starting to get a little dark, isn't it? Starting to get a little hungry, too. Did I leave that bread on me? I did not. Alright, let's go have a little snack. Have a little sleep. That is a long name. It is Lou Leosteritter. I'm going to go with Lou. How do you get fresh water? There's a couple different ways. When you're just starting out, you probably need to find fresh water. So I just ran around until I found some. So you probably won't have a map yet, but like this is fresh water. There should be random pools here and there. But also you get a lot of water from picking up, like, say, watermelons and apples, stuff like that. So look around for fruits and veggies. Like a watermelon gives you a bunch of thirst. Tomato gives you thirst. Pumpkins. Just run all around looking for fruits and veggies growing wild, as well as a freshwater pool. And then once you can build stuff, if you're lucky, you'll come across some fresh water. Like I found that over there when I first started. Found that little freshwater pool. Once you can actually build stuff, build like a barrel or a basin or something like that. Anything like that sitting outside will catch rainwater. So my main source of fresh water now is just rainwater. I need to get that stuff set back out. I've got my horse trough. That's about it. Hope that helps. Alright, let's take a little snooze. Here we go. What's it, day 22? No, 21. Spring of 21. Does that mean there's seasons? We're going to get winter? I don't know. I've never played that long. But I need to wrap this up pretty soon. Let's get another block type. That's 153. That's 77. And if I go over here and hit, is it insert? Yeah. That'll grab that shape. Is that the right shape for a fence over here? Let's find out. No, I wanted that to be a little smaller. Probably something like that. Then we're going to need a lot smaller grid size. Oh, I didn't set my post back. I didn't set any of these posts in the right spot. I set them in the middle. They're all wrong. That's all right. Oh wait, does it? Oh, it doesn't quite work. It's like if it worked to like nail it to that, then I could look like a genius. But nope. So that's what I'm thinking for the boards here. Something like that. Yeah, I'll probably resize these to match the fence, Birchie. For sure. Then the horsey can look out. Yeah, I put all those posts in the wrong spot. And that one's not even lined up with these, so we'll just pretend like that never happened. What post? I don't know what you're talking about. Mastermind, remember? There we go. Fixed. Alright, back to full grid. So you need to be in the middle. And if you're right there... You know, that's not terrible, but... I lost track of where my center is. Let me do this. I'm going to put one there just to mark where the center is. Yeah, I think I can live with that. Didn't see my mistake? Awesome. These are not the posts you're looking for. Spent all day digging by horses today. What do you mean by digging by horses? Like you were digging and there were horses nearby? That's cool. Oh, my texture's going the wrong way on the boards. Son of a biscuit. I'm gonna have to figure out how to rotate textures. I don't know how to do that. Oops. Alright, you need to go... You need to go close, what you need to do. Okay, so the door goes... there, but it needs to be smaller. Not that button. A little squatty door. No, no, don't move. There we go. Ta-da! Doesn't look too bad. Yeah, it is super, super flexible. Build it funky, for sure. I've seen some videos of people, like, they build houses, and they're literally making, like, all the stick lumber and building it like an actual framed-up house. It's pretty impressive. I don't have that kind of time or ambition on my hands. What's the other rotate key? You were 0.1 by 0.3. Okay. So I need that, but go in the other direction. I want you to be 0.3 by 1. There we go. And then... Actually, which direction? Nope. Nope. Nope, not quite. Need a little bit smaller grid. Well, that doesn't change the resize grid, does it? How do I change the resize grid? Don't know. A little bit of a gap there. I'll have to figure out how to do the resize properly. Not centered, is it? I gotta get a little better with the building tools. I don't do a ton of this building this detailed, so I'm a little rusty. Why does it keep coming over when it looks like it should be straight? I'm doing something wrong here. There we go. It's not perfect, but it's something. It's definitely something. Okay, you were lined up. Yeah, you were lined up with that. So we bring you there. Stick one of you right there. Ta-da! So, to-do list. I need to figure out how to rotate the textures. Think there's a way to do that? I don't know for sure, though. Hey, thanks, Build It Funky. I'm actually going to wrap it up here. It's dinner time. I need to get out of here. What do you think, Horsey? You want to hang out in your new stable? With no roof? So, I'll get like a food trough and stuff in here just for the looks. But yeah, there we go. It's a start. I forget what's the hide. Oh, that's right. You have to do it from the console to hide the HUD. Here, let's move your water trough. It's gonna dump all the water out, but that's okay. Put your water trough over here. We'll have a little. We'll even have a little stone area for it. So when you drink and spill water, it doesn't make the ground all muddy. That'll do for now. I should probably change that into brick. But we can always tweak. That's kind of the idea, though. That's kind of what I want for a stable. We'll have boards all around. We'll get some posts in place. Some kind of a roof over there. Good times. And our batch of iron is all done. We got a lot accomplished. We had some cave adventures. Got a stable built. Get another round of iron in here. I think this holds 60, so we can do another whole batch. Appreciate y'all hanging out here on a Saturday afternoon. If you're new here, I play all kinds of different stuff. I've done a lot of series over the years. They're all organized by playlist. So you can go have a look through there. And I do stream occasionally when I get time, but I never know when that's going to be. Not very consistent. Sorry about that. That's just life. But I will leave you with some steaming hot iron. Oh, there we go. So if you pop open your console with the tilde key, you can type lowercase HUD. It will hide your HUD. Here you go. A little bit of horse butt, a little bit of iron. It's all good. Have a great rest of your weekend, folks. Thanks for hanging out. Bye-bye.